Hare Krishna. We welcome all of you to our ninth episode of 12 Mahajan. In this series, we are talking life and pastimes of different Mahajans. We have already completed life and pastimes of Brahmaji, and now we are in the last episode of Devarshi Narad. In the past episodes, we have talked about Devarshi Narada's glorification, his life, his past life, and also his birth history. And today we will mention a few incidents of his life. There are plenty of stories and incidents of Narad Muni, and it is very difficult for somebody to cover all of them. But I have chosen a few, probably, which will give us the insight how he has handled his life, his situation, and if we follow those footsteps, probably we can also attain some part of our goal of life, which is Krishna Prem. That is what Srimad Bhagavatam teaches us, that if we follow the life and pastime of 12 Mahajan, then we do lot of improvement in our spiritual journey. So in today's episode, we will talk about a few selected incidents and let us relish on them. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. The first incident is once Narad Muni cursed SriHari. The incident goes like that. Narad Muni was doing lot of austerity and tapa for many hundreds of years. Devraj Indra became so anxious on the intensity of the tapa Narad Muni was doing, he thought that he may claim Devraj Indra's throne. So what he did, he sent the Kandarpa. Kandarpa is the devata or demigod of the last and love and Cupid. So Kandarpa came and he wanted to break Narad Muni's attention. But after many attempts, Narad Muni was still doing the austerity and he did not pay any attention. So finally, Kandarpa threw himself on the feet of Devarshi Narad and told him that, you see, I came here to disturb you, but you are so sincere, I could not do it. So please forgive me and take me as your disciple. Narad Muni had no reaction and he blessed him and asked him to sit there and participate in the tapa. Kandar Muni did that and the Kandarpa went back. After this incident, Narad Muni became little arrogant and he was very pride also. So what he did, he went and spoken to Brahmaji, who is his father, and told that he has defeated Kandarpa, who came to lure him in the path of enjoyment. Brahmaji, as usual, advised him that he should communicate this to Lord Vishnu also. So Narad Muni anyway is a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. He went to Vaikuntha and narrated the whole incident. Vishnuji blessed him, congratulated him, but in his mind Vishnuji understood that Narad Muni has become little proud. So he had a plan to break his pride because that is not good for his devotee. So what Vishnuji said, yes, yeah, he will remember that and probably Naradji can go back now. While going back, Narad Muni saw that there is a beautiful kingdom, and in that kingdom, everybody is happy. It's a very ideal kind of kingdom. And he also came to know that in that kingdom, the king is in the process of organizing Sayambara for his only daughter. Actually, this kingdom was created by Vishnuji by using his Yog Maya. So Narad Muni did not understand that this is because of Maya he is seeing all these things. So Narad Muni, when he visited the king's court and saw the princess, he completely got flabbergasted and he wanted to marry that princess. He completely forgot that he is a Brahmarshi, he is actually a Brahmachari, he is supposed to uh, chant only Vishnu's name, he has supposed to play Kartal and Veena, he completely forgot. And he was so attracted that he wanted to marry that princess. So the king told, he proposed to king, and the king became very happy, and he said that on the day of the Sayambara, which is some 2 3 days later, Narad Muni should come with full preparation. So Narad Muni, since morning, came to that place, and before coming that, he again came to Lord Vishnu and asked his help that he should look the best so that he can win the hand of that princess. Vishnuji said, yes, I will provide you the blessing that you will look your best today. So when Narad Muni went to the kingdom, and when the Sayambara was happening, when he approached the princess actually looked at him with some kind of bad omen, and she said that no, she's not interested, and finally she handed her over that garland to the next prince who was standing after Narad Muni. Narad Muni was very surprised because he got the benediction from Vishnuji. So he went away, and he was very he was going back to Vaikuntha to tell the whole incident to Vishnuji. But while going back, while crossing the river, he just saw his face in the river water, and he saw in the river water that he is looking like a monkey. His face is exactly like a monkey. So he became very angry, and he went to Vishnu's place, and he told him that I asked benediction from you that I should look the best so that I can marry the princess, and instead what you did, you made me look like a monkey. So therefore I am cursing you that soon you will have to take help of monkey in the world. So after cursing Vishnuji, Vishnuji smiled a lot, and he said that he accepts that curse as a blessing, and yes, in Ram avatar he will take birth as Sri Rama, as he will take avatar as Sri Rama, and he will take help of monkeys to defeat Ravanas. It is decided, and his curse will definitely help him. Actually, it was the kingdom, the princess, everything was created by Maya. The princess was none other than Mahalakshmi herself, and the prince who married that princess was none other than Vishnuji himself. Narad Muni did not realize Maya's condition, and therefore, but when he realized that he has done a great sin by not understanding Maya and he has cursed Vishnuji, he fell flat on his feet and begged for forgiveness. Now, Vishnuji said that no, no, it was all okay. It was designed to break his pride, and therefore he can go back and do the austerity again. So in this incident is one incident where we can see that although Narad Muni did a mistake, but he immediately sought blessings and sought forgiveness from Vishnuji, and he was saved. So this is something Mahajanas we need to learn. So this is the first episode I wanted to talk about. In several occasions, Narad Muni had visited the Asura kingdom and had met very powerful demons and Asuras. It was actually a good quality of Narad Muni that he knows how to maintain relationship, with whom what to talk and what not to talk. Obviously, Narad Muni had a quality of creating some kind of quarrel between the people as well. But that quality gets suppressed by the many positive qualities of Narad Muni. So Narad Muni had a service whenever Lord wanted to convey anything to the Asuras. Narad Muni used to do that activity so that Lord can perform his eternal service to his devotees actually. So we will mention about one or two incidents here. The one incident what we will mention first, Narad Muni and Kamsa. Kamsa, as we all know, was was in a mood of killing all the sons of Devaki and Vasudev. But when Devaki actually pleaded to Kamsa, and Vasudev also gave him the word that he will bring the eighth child to Kamsa to kill him, and he should spare all other children, then the Kamsa got convinced, and he did not want to pursue killing all children. So when he was sitting inside his court, Narad Muni came here because Devatas felt that if Kamsa does not kill all the children, those children are actually supposed to go back to Godhead. They are part of Narayana and they are not supposed to stay there. So therefore, Sri Krishna has to come, and for Kamsa to be killed, he has to do sufficient amount of pap by that time, sins by that time. So they actually sent Narad Muni to Kamsa. Muni came to Kamsa and he told him that, look, Kamsa, he gave Kamsa one flower with eight petals. and he told Kamsa, you decide which which petal is the first and which is the eighth. Kamsa actually started counting, but whenever point he counts, it is coming to a full circle and the eighth is getting completed. So Narad Muni told, how do you know that which petal is first? Because it is depends on the subjectivity. The first count which made by Kamsa and the first count which made by Narad Muni is different. So he told this much and he went away. Kamsa, being very intelligent, understood. So Kamsa's counting of the first child of Vasudev may be the wrong counting, because Brahma and Vishnu may be counting from some other point actually. So he decided to kill all the children. So this was one service Narad Muni did with Kamsa. Second incident, what we remember, that when Ravana was almost harassing Sita Devi on day-to-day basis, Narad Muni came there and he told Ravana and that he should actually return Sita Devi to Sri Ram. So Ravana said that he is so powerful and he does not like Narad Muni. He knows that Narad Muni is a great Vishnu Bhakt, and Ravana had a problem with Vishnu. So he said, I do not want to hear from you. And therefore he wanted to kill Narad Muni with his weapons. But whatever weapons he was using on Narad Muni, nothing worked, because Narad Muni had a spiritual body. So Ravana then finally surrendered to Narad Muni and said, how is it possible that not a single weapon is having any effect on you? So Narad Muni said that I have a spiritual body. So Ravana said, I want to have a spiritual body. So Narad Muni said, yes, you can have a spiritual body. For that, you will have to go and surrender to Sri Ram, who is none other than Lord Narayan himself. So I know that you all know that Ravana never heard that, but this was one message which Narad Muni wanted to communicate to Ravana, because in history it should not say that there was no opportunity given to him to get corrected. Similarly, we know Narad Muni also made Hiranyakshipu and he told the glory of Prahlad Maharaj and Vishnu. However, Hiranyakshipu did not hear at all. So we see from different stories that Narad Muni took the service of communicating to Asuras and he visited everyone. So he had good relation with not only Devas and all Devis like Ma Parvati, Ma Lakshmi and Ma Saraswati, he also had good relation with the Asuras as well. We also come to know from Srimad Bhagavatam that Narad Muni once visited Dwarika to meet Sri Krishna. And when he wanted to meet Krishna, the god said that Sri Krishna is in his palace. So he went to Rukmini's palace and he saw that Bhagavan is taking service from Rukmini Devi. So when Sri Krishna saw Narad Muni, he immediately, as a king of the country, and Narad Muni was Devarshi, Sri Krishna was in the king of that country. He actually welcomed Narad Muni, gave him seat, and also served Narad Muni in that palace. So then Narad Muni became very happy, and he asked Krishna that he had many palaces, whether he can visit all of them. Krishna said, yes, definitely you can visit all the palaces. So Narad Muni visited one by one all palaces, and in every palace he found that Krishna is with his queen. Krishna had 16,108 queen, right? So in every palace he saw Krishna is with his queen, and he is giving, and he came to Narad Muni and welcomed him and gave him service. So after visiting all the palaces, Narad Muni was fully convinced that the Sri Krishna who is currently on the earth is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because only Bhagavan can create multiple form of himself. Ordinary human being cannot do that. Narad Muni got that confirmation and he was very happy by knowing the glorification of Krishna, and he went back. Narad Muni, who is fond of creating quarrels, once informed Satyabhama that Rukmini possessed a Parijat flower from the Nandankanan garden of Indra. When she heard this, Satyabhama became very anxious to also have some Parijata flowers. Later on, when Lord Krishna went to heaven to return the earrings of Aditi, he fought with Indra and bought a Parijat tree and planted it at Dwarika. After that, the great sage Narada Muni, just to test Satyabhama, arrived at Dwarika to play some new tricks on her. Upon seeing Narada, everyone worshipped him by offering Padda and Argha. After an exchange of greeting, Narada said to Satyabhama, "O goddess, you have made a mistake. You have not observed any vow to get Sri Krishna as your husband, birth after birth. There is a vow that by following the Sadhvi got Agnideva as her husband. Indrani received that Indra as her husband for birth after birth. And Ma Parvati obtained Mahadev as her husband eternally. Now let me tell you what the vow is. You must tie up Sri Krishna to a tree and then give him to me in charity." Satyabhama agreed to this proposal and then she went inside to get approval of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna understood what is Narad Muni is actually planning to do and he gave approval that yes, the same can be done. Satyabhama then tied Sri Krishna and handed over to him to Narad Muni. Narad Muni immediately removed all the jewelries from Krishna's body. He removed everything from Krishna and then he dressed him as a sannyasi and started taking him along to his place. Now Satyabhama was totally confused. He said, "Why you are taking Narad Muni, Krishna from Dwarika?" Narad Muni said, "You have given him away to me, so therefore I have all right. I will take him to my place. Krishna does not stay in Dwarika anymore." Now Satyabhama understood the trick and he was very angry with Narad Muni. He said that I have understood your trick. So Satyabhama was so angry. She said that I have understood your trick. I am not going to let Krishna go along with you. So then Narad Muni said, "But you have given your word. So the only option is you can give me gold in equivalent to Krishna." So Satyabhama agreed, and then Krishna was put on a weighing machine one side, and the other side all queens, all 116,000 queens started putting all their golden ornaments so that it become equal to Krishna. But unfortunately, despite of their all trial, their Krishna was still more weight than those gold. So then they were quite bewildered. They did not know what to do. Only Uddhava present at Dwarika, he understood what is going on. And he said that no gold can be equivalent to Bhagavan. The only thing which can equivalent to God is a tulsi leaf. So Satyabhama, you go and get a tulsi leaf and put on the other side. So when Satyabhama brought a tulsi leaf and put on the other side of the weighing machine, it immediately equals to Krishna. So Narad Muni actually wanted to glorify Tulsi Maharani and train everyone why Tulsi is so important. And when he saw that his purpose is served, he blessed all of them and he left merrily away from Dwarika. So there are many stories of Narad Muni. There is a episode will continue for eternally if I am going to speak about Narad Muni about all his pastime, but I will stop here and we will make another video sometime if there is any opportunity or any important story we need to tell.